Alright, boom. We finished the Stone Ocean episodes 1 to 12, and obviously I did miss the cutscene, which I will run back and go and rewatch. I'm sorry that I missed that, by the way. But I'm gonna react to the JoJo anime differences between the anime and the manga of part 6, obviously episodes 1 to 12, which is done by Harmoon B. And I'm kind of curious about this one because I've never really had a look at anime differences before, so I'm interested to see how much has been left out from the original manga. So without further ado, oh wait, no, before we even start the video, I just want to say thank you lot for 60k. We've hit it today or yesterday, but I was pretty much sleeping for most of yesterday. So, but yeah, thank you lot for so much for 60k. I can't express how happy I am and how just grateful I am for you supporting me and just watching my videos and stuff like that. And hopefully I can continue to just push more videos out. And obviously it's going to be more. There's going to be obviously a new face on the channel as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and you get to see like a different perspective because her views are not the same as mine. She's very different to me in the way she thinks and sees stuff. So I think it'll be very cool the way she just thinks about stuff. Anyway, without further ado, like I said, thank you. Very long intro. But yeah, let's get into anime differences from Stone Ocean. Let's go. Alright, cool.
Welcome back to the JoJo anime and manga differences.
Okay.
With the release of the first 12 episodes of Part 6 on Netflix, I thought I might take a different approach with this season's video. For Part 5, I worked on the video throughout the end of the season.
I haven't actually seen that.
Released it almost immediately after the finale.
Oh.
However, the release of Part 6 is very different.
Yeah.
With the finale most likely coming in a big batch of episodes,
yeah,
instead
probably.
of waiting all the way until the end, I'll go over the differences
12. That
in
makes
each
sense.
chunk of episodes as they release.
Yeah.
As well as giving my thoughts on the anime so far.
Okay.
Later on, when the season is over, I may combine all of these into one video that covers everything.
Makes sense.
Some inclusions in the previous differences videos have caused people to ask questions, so I'll go over some of the basic rules. I'm including anything that has been changed between the manga and anime.
Right.
These include differences in the story itself, the order that it is told, and the artwork of the manga. What I won't be going over, however, is any color changes that have been made, since the JoJo colored manga is done by Shueisha and not Araki.
Oh, okay.
If it's an explicit change to Araki's
I didn't even know that the color. I didn't know the color difference was done by someone else.
Color choices by Shueisha affect the content of the manga. For example, in the colored manga, the flashback scene with Pucci and Dio is shown with a daytime sky in the background.
Oh yeah, but in
the original, the sky was blank, not indicating that it was day. Other scenes that we know take place at night have also featured a blank background. It does not mean that it's a lit up sky.
Yeah, it's just no background.
The sky outside is made
dark.
to be clearly nighttime,
as
was likely intended. Some
because Dio's a vampire.
To say that it was changed from day to night, but in reality, it was never really day to begin with.
Yeah.
A mistake on Shueisha's part.
Oh, I see. So it's bits and pieces like that. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I get that.
Into the anime, since that's what's being adapted.
Say banana.
The anime opens the same way the manga originally did, by showing the aftermath of Jolyne's car accident. There are some minor changes, however.
So who was that, man? Oh, that's the guy that they ran over, innit?
There as well. You can see more details of the accident, such as the glasses stuck in the windshield, which in the manga wasn't seen until later.
Oh,
Jolyne's
I see.
has been updated to be more consistent with its appearance in the flashback later, since it now has her tattoo design on her chest instead of being blank.
Ooh.
The next scene in the manga opens with one of the prisoners sharpening a button on the bars.
They skipped all of that, I swear. Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
The next page where Hermes starts talking to Jolyne. When describing the guard who saw Jolyne, Hermes no longer says that he looks like Tom Cruise.
Oh?
The scene where Jolyne is taken from her cell is skipped, and the anime goes straight to her meeting with her lawyer. Jolyne no longer mentions that she was in a biker gang when she was younger.
Oh, swear down, she was in a biker gang.
In the items that Jolyne's mother left for her.
Okay.
The lawyer is now less detailed when he lists out the items. In the anime, the photo of Jotaro and his wife are shown while the lawyer talks about him, while in the manga it wasn't shown until after.
Oh, I see.
Jolyne no longer mentions when Jotaro was gone while she had a fever. This is now mentioned directly to Jotaro.
So they
when
skipped
Jolyne
it when he
meets with
talks.
Romeo. While in
Okay.
the prison van, Jolyne and Hermes now have some more conversation at the beginning of the scene, talking about
I didn't even
Jolyne
notice that
being
background
innocent.
character.
The scene of the van crossing the bridge and the narration about the prison takes place earlier than in the manga. Jolyne no longer makes the joke about buying caviar in prison. Jolyne also no longer asks if Hermes is hiding the money in her shoes. When the guard tells Jolyne to get off the bus, the manga makes it clear that he is the same guard who looked like Tom Cruise.
I see.
He also appeared
Okay.
Earlier when Jolyne
Was
was
getting
removed from her cell.
yeah.
The anime removes both of these pieces of dialogue, so it's not made clear that it's the same person.
Yeah, I didn't clock
Guard
that.
no longer mentions that he knew where Hermes hid her money because he overheard Jolyne. During the flashback, Romeo no longer mentions Jolyne having been in a biker gang, which is the origin of the tattoo on her arm.
Oh, I
In the
see.
manga,
I had
they
no idea why
originally
she
think
got that.
they hit a
Oh,
goat
okay.
Before discovering it was a person. The anime skips this, and they
Do you know what
realize
it
it
is?
right away.
Even though the biker gang tattoo isn't probably irrelevant, it's probably not important at all. It's just the minor details that a part of me would have liked to known. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because I always thought, like, why? Not that I always thought, but it's like I questioned where she got the tattoo from, and now that I kind of know it was that she was in a biker gang, that's the hence the reason why she's got the tattoo. This video is already showing me new stuff I had no idea already.
Mentions the other evidence that the car left behind. The anime skips over a bit of dialogue between Jolyne and Romeo after
What were they
hide
talking
the
about?
body. In the
Oh,
manga,
because
there's
they
a
bring it
short
up
scene
in
of
the.
Jolyne getting arrested, with her mom being present.
Oh,
and
swear
her being
down!
interrogated after.
I
These
would
are
have loved to
skipped
see
in the
that.
anime.
Yeah, I would have loved to see
Jolyne's
that.
lawyer no longer mentions that the prosecutor was a friend of his. In the manga, the judge is constantly coughing throughout the scene.
Oh,
This
swear
no longer
down.
happens in the anime.
Probably because of COVID, innit? They probably couldn't have done that
Prosecution
because people would have
also
been like,
no
"Oh,
longer speaks
COVID."
The
That makes
anime
sense.
adds a scene after Jolyne is sentenced. She wraps her string around her handcuffs and snaps it, injuring herself. In the manga, she did something similar, only with the straps of her straitjacket. In the scene where Jolyne is strip searched, the two guards have a longer conversation beforehand in the manga.
Oh,
The scene also goes on longer in the manga, with Hermes seeing Jolyne. The next scene is Jolyne undergoing a physical exam. Jolyne also sees a transgender prisoner. At the end of the scene, she spots her lawyer outside the window. The scene of Jolyne's
That was so
exam
skipped
and
in the
seeing
anime.
prisoner were removed in the anime. However, you can still see the prisoner in the lineup later on.
But you have no
The
idea he's
anime shows
transgender.
Jolyne taking her booking photo.
You
which
have
is
no
shown in
idea
the
he's
cover of
transgender.
Chapter 2 in the manga. This is now where she sees her lawyer in the anime version.
Yeah, I would have
The
loved to
prisoner
saw it the other
shown
way.
holding the pendant at the end of Chapter 3 has been updated to make it more clear that it is Gwess.
She got
The
no
anime
booty in
removes a
anime,
scene
boy.
Where Jolyne gets a haircut in the prison and has to
What?
bribe the barber to keep her hair. During the briefing,
I would have
Loco
loved to have
Barocco
seen
no
that.
longer mentions that ballpoint pens are forbidden in the prison, or that wedding bands are allowed.
Oh.
The anime also removes the moment where Jolyne steals Loco Barocco's pen after the meeting.
Oh,
The anime no longer
what?
shows the lunch lady handing out boxed lunches. The anime skips over Gwess explaining her power and their escape plan and places it after Jolyne is already in the mouse suit. The anime no
Oh.
longer shows the other prisoners and Loco Barocco reacting to the alarm going off. In the manga, Gwess says that the guard is going to get his shotgun or maybe a rifle. In the anime, she only mentions the shotgun.
I see,
In
okay.
the manga, the short guard accidentally gets coffee spilled on him again when they respond to the alarm.
Idiot.
In the anime, this no longer happens.
No, it doesn't happen at all.
The anime adds an extra scene of Jolyne and an injured Gwess back in their cell after the fight. Jolyne is also sleeping on the bottom bunk, which Gwess had forbidden her from doing
Oh,
earlier.
yeah,
In a
I
later
didn't even
scene
clock
of the
that.
manga,
She
Gwess
be-
tells Jolyne that she'll allow her to sleep on the bottom bunk.
We didn't
But
see that
since
in
we've
anime.
now already seen her doing that.
Yeah,
this line
it's
is removed
moved to
from
the anime because she's already on the
In
bottom, but that
manga,
makes sense.
The blonde girl is
Oh,
reading
hello.
The Count of Monte Cristo. The anime changes this to a fictional book titled Artemis's Angels.
I
This is
see.
based on a real book that is about the history of ballet.
Oh, that's so
titled
cool. He
Apollo's
went that in
Angels.
deep with it to find out what the
Similarly,
book
one of
is.
the other prisoner's books is The Queen of All Maladies, based on the real book, The Emperor of All Maladies.
Oh,
When the
that's
blonde
it. I
girl
can't
tries
lie.
to get to the bathroom, the manga also shows her trying to call a guard to let
We
her
didn't
out.
see that in anime.
Emporio's design no longer has the Cubs logo on it, and instead just has a blank blank blue circle.
Probably was a copyright
When
show,
the
no,
guard
no.
hits Jolyne's fingers in the manga, he has another guard with him. In the
Oh,
anime,
and he literally by himself, yeah.
The anime puts the scene introducing Jangali A right after this. In the manga, it doesn't happen until after Jolyne met with Jotaro.
Oh,
The manga
swear.
also shows prisoners playing cards outside when their cards are blown away. Jangali A guesses where the cards will go, showcasing his ability to read the
Oh,
wind.
that would have been
This does not happen in the
sick.
anime.
That would have been so sick.
After Jolyne meets Jotaro, a flashback is shown of Jolyne when she was arrested.
Yeah,
for card
yeah,
theft.
I remember that.
This scene is originally from chapter 75 of the manga, but was placed much earlier in the anime. The only section
Wow, that's
shown
a chapter
is the one with
75.
Jolyne under
Damn.
arrest, but in the manga, the entire situation leading to the theft is shown.
Swear
Although this will likely be
down.
shown later at the original place it appeared.
Oh, okay,
Some
hopefully
kind of
then.
Visual and audio effects are used to hint at which scenes take place within Whitesnake's dreams. There is now a moment where Jolyne notices her handcuffs are missing, the first hint at her being in a dream.
Oh, I didn't even
Jotaro
notice that.
no longer tells Jolyne to put out the cigarette before he looks into the hallway. You can no longer hear Jotaro's thoughts where he says that he can only stop time for 2 seconds.
Oh.
The anime skips the scene where Jolyne shows Jotaro the bone. Instead, this is now combined with a similar scene after they escape.
And yeah, after this, yeah, at the end of it.
Placing this scene after makes it more clear that the bone was left over from Whitesnake's melting ability.
Oh, I
A's
didn't clock
vision
that, I
is
can't lie to
portrayed
you.
as a form of clouds in the manga, while in the anime it appears as a kind of green sonar effect.
Yeah,
The
like
anime has a
infrared
one
sort of
scene
thing.
where Jotaro is noticed by a guard and uses
The
time
world,
stop to
aye, that was
disappear.
dirty. Trolling guards
After
and that.
Jotaro and Jolyne escape the dream, Whitesnake is shown for the first time.
It was kind of the
However,
same in the anime, right?
Only his hand is
It's-
shown. and he
oh,
doesn't make a full
yeah.
appearance until a bit later.
It's episode 5, yeah,
Manga,
you're right.
Jotaro is more surprised when Jolyne throws the pendant at him.
Oh yeah, he
Though in
yeets
the
that,
anime,
but he caught it though.
catches it easily.
Yeah.
More dialogue from Jotaro.
I feel like that's just to make Jotaro just a more badass than he actually, not than he actually is. Obviously, he is a badass. R.I.P. Even though he's not dead, but like, I think that's just to show like Jotaro just always sees what's coming or he uses the world. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he used the world in the anime. Just went, yeah, it's a world. Suppose that caught it and then stopped it. That'd have been that's jokes.
About his confidence in Jolyne is shown after he is unconscious.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the anime, the guards are shown searching earlier than in the manga. You can no longer
Oh.
see the dogs spot Jolyne. The anime has a similar shot
Oh.
of the dogs up on the fence, but Jolyne is no longer
It's nowhere there. Yeah, yeah.
The anime doesn't show the pendant being dropped back into Jotaro's pocket.
Oh, I didn't even know
In
that
the
happened.
manga, Jolyne wraps a string around the trigger of one of the guards to make his gun go off and avoid
In the
being
anime, he
shot.
didn't even
In
shoot.
the anime, the guard never shoots.
Yeah,
the
at all.
In the manga, Whitesnake has more dialogue.
Why
after
does he look so
shooting
sus in that
Jangali A.
picture?
The anime shows an additional shot of Jolyne in the punishment ward
Hmm.
before switching to Hermes. In the anime, Hermes no longer says how long she was bedridden for.
Oh, okay.
When checking her memory in the manga, Hermes says the birthday of Mickey Mouse. In the anime, this was changed to be Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
possibly
why?
Because Bugs Bunny is a Warner Bros. Owned character.
Oh, that
The
makes
birthday was also
sense.
changed
That makes
accordingly
sense.
To match Bugs Bunny.
That makes
The
sense.
conversation between Hermes and McQueen after his first suicide attempt is no longer in the manga. In it,
Oh.
she asks him if his urge for suicide is compulsive and how he got his ability. After the second suicide attempt in the manga, McQueen mentions a girl he used to know who moved away. In the manga scene where Hermes meets Emporio, she is brought into the ghost room where she
Wait,
learns about it
what?
and meets with Anasu
That doesn't happen in
and Lily.
anime.
This scene is moved to later in the anime, and instead of
It
Hermes,
is
it's with
Jolyne, yeah.
So I'll cover that scene there. The anime adds a scene with Emporio telling Jolyne about what happened to Hermes, and giving her McQueen's memory disc.
So
The
many
anime
things
no
were
longer
like,
explains how the
so
bracelets
much things are
unlocked.
different.
In the manga, Hermes has the disc with her, and Jolyne has her rewatch it to find clues. In the anime, they don't
Oh.
have the disc with them and just talk about what they've already seen on it. In the manga, that conversation takes place out in the open, while in the anime, it's inside of a small shed. The anime adds a
Okay.
moment where Hermes is eating a tomato from the garden. In the manga,
What is she
one of
doing?
the prisoners tries to sell drugs to Jolyne.
Swear
The dialogue of one
down.
of the prisoners saying
That's
that all
lit, I would love that in
health is
anime.
removed. The scene of Hermes in the bucket goes on much longer, showing the plankton multiplying.
Yeah, it was just to do that in the manga, sorry.
Says that Jolyne caused the scene, referring to when she talked during the assembly.
Right.
In the manga, she's much more specific with what she's talking about. The other prisoners also have more dialogue to support them not being the killer.
Oh, I see. They really brushed past that in anime.
Mentions that she saw McQueen again and that he had no memories. When FF takes over Atro's body, she doesn't list as much information from her memories in the anime.
I see.
In the anime, the scene with Pucci and Mira-chan is moved to before FF learns about Catch. The first scene with FF watching another prisoner play is removed.
Oh, I would have liked to see that.
No longer
Look how fast she runs. I mean, she throws.
Also, the line where Jolyne calls
She got
FF
back.
queer is removed.
Oh yeah, they kind of had to remove that. I can't lie.
Has a scar on her forehead
But when she got hit there,
she smashed her head into the table. In the manga, Jolyne meets Mira-chan when she accidentally bumps into her while playing. In the anime, she first meets them when she makes the bet. In the manga, FF is distracted when Mira-chan sits on the bench and messes up her throw, and then barely catches it when it comes back. In the anime, she is only distracted during the catching part.
Yeah.
The manga has the game go on longer, including a scene where Jolyne is hit with a basketball and has to use her strings to catch up to the ball. Although it's not included in the anime,
no, not at all.
Basketballs are still seen in the
in the opening. Yeah, they are.
This fight.
That's cool.
The anime removes the scene where Hermes' gold fillings are taken.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's sick.
Tries to offer McQueen's hidden money, but the stand rejects this since it isn't hers.
Oh.
The anime removes a small scene where FF takes a quick drink of water before catching the ball. The anime removes another moment where Jolyne causes two prisoners to fight to keep them away from the ball.
That's so sick.
Manga,
I would have loved to see that.
The ball into the elevator, Jolyne unravels it to catch it.
That's
ending of the fight with Mira-chan is changed quite a bit. In the manga, Jolyne forces her to deactivate the stand while they're still in the elevator.
Oh.
In the anime, however, the game of catch is still going.
Yeah, in the elevator.
Has to throw to FF as soon as the door opens.
Yeah.
In the manga, the guard takes the ball from Jolyne's hand while on the second floor, while in the anime, he catches it while she's thrown to FF.
In the elevator,
In the manga, the stand attacks Jolyne for cheating by threatening Mira-chan.
Oh.
While in the anime, it attacks her for losing the game.
Yeah.
The nature of the final attack is
that picture on the top right is jokes. She gets yeeted.
Seemingly count as a new bet,
since
the previous game was interrupted. However, in the anime,
she just gets
still
yeeted.
Considered part of the previous bet, since the guard catching the ball
still counts as
The anime also shows Jolyne having to retrieve the ball,
unraveling it, which was sick, by the way, which was so sick.
In the manga, it was just on the floor for her to grab.
Oh.
Before the Savage Garden episodes, the anime includes a new monologue from Pucci. The manga has a detailed description of what is in the store of the prison.
I think they skipped,
shows it for a brief moment.
Yeah, they didn't really show much.
The anime includes a new scene where Jolyne bribes the guard from the first episode to pass by. In the manga, Jolyne is called by Emporio into the music room where she meets Weather Report.
Oh.
However, in the
anime is completely different.
The first scene with the ghost room is put here.
Yeah, that's completely different than when she went to go meet with my man.
Anasui's design has been changed to be more consistent with later appearances.
Oh, I
no
see.
longer having the more feminine early design. Anasui also leaves the room after looking at Jolyne.
So he didn't. What about in the manga?
No longer mentions the Liechtenstein print in the room, although it is still there.
Okay.
He also doesn't demonstrate the ghost gun on the cockroaches.
What?
So it's unknown
I want to see that.
Show that he can use it.
What?
A new scene is added where Jolyne notices the clock in the room and thinks she's late. But really it was just a stopped clock from before the room was a ghost. The anime has Jolyne exit into the music room, which is where she originally met Weather in the manga.
Yeah.
The scene
in the
control room is shown earlier than before. A new flashback to when Lang Wrangler committed murder is shown.
Yeah, we stopped at 69, isn't it?
Jolyne
Nice.
holds up Lang Wrangler's mask to the camera to make Pucci think he's at the door.
Oh.
In the flashback with Pucci and Dio, we can now see the wine Dio is drinking more closely. It's the same wine that Will Zeppeli had in the Phantom Blood.
Hey, let's go.
His design in this scene is changed to more closely resemble his appearance in Part 3.
That's good though.
Is now shown of Jotaro burning the notebook in Dio's mansion. The manga gives more specific accounts of animals falling from the sky, which took place in Wales. A longer
Wait.
ending scene is
Oh.
shown with Jolyne being taken to the infirmary, and Hermes and FF looking at the courtyard.
Yeah,
After
bear
the credits,
frogs.
the scene of Whitesnake giving Dio's bone to Sports Max is shown early.
Oh.
And that was every difference I could find in the first 12
shit.
episodes of the Stone Ocean anime. I think out of all the JoJo seasons so far, Part 6 actually has some of the most notable changes. First is the volume of changes themselves.
I was gonna say there's
Even
quite
though
a
this
lot.
is just the first third of the season, this video is already
Longer than
some of the other full season videos.
Yeah.
A lot of small scenes are removed or rearranged, and even larger things like the course of the Mirashon fight or the Ghost Room scene are altered. I feel like in the early episodes, a lot of these changes are for the worse, since the story feels more rushed in some places.
Fair enough. I can see what you're saying. That there's so much little stuff in that in the manga that just seems.
Fights and Jolyne entering the Ghost Room make a lot of sense and help the early story flow a bit better. Overall, I thought the first half was alright, with the second half improving a lot and giving a satisfying conclusion to this chunk of the season.
Okay.
I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of Stone Ocean, and you can expect a differences video covering that as well. Most likely we won't see the new episodes until sometime next year.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of afraid of.
Differences video before then, with the release of 3 more episodes for the Rohan TV drama.
There's a TV
with
drama.
The stories they're adapting, I'm really looking forward to the changes they make.
Oh, I kind of want to see this Rohan TV drama.
The episodes are releasing at the end of this month, so check back here then for when I make a video going over it.
How can I watch this?
If you want to be updated on new videos?
That's crazy. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't expect there to be so many. Like, in only 12 episodes, because the full thing's not released yet. So the fact, like, I'd never expected them to just have, so even if it's like subtle changes like the biker gang or what's her name? Hermes, whatever her name is, meeting Weather Report and stuff, instead of now in the anime it's Jolyne meeting Weather stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so many differences that I just didn't expect to happen. So maybe reading the manga would still be a plausible thing, but to be fair, I'll probably just watch his differences videos instead of reading the manga. But that's really cool. Like, that's really cool that he's gone through and noticed that even when it comes to like the books and stuff, he's even figured out what book they replaced it with. Or that's really cool. That's really cool. I did enjoy that video. But if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to my comment on today, and I'll catch you done in a bit. Shit.